EMX250 race 1. Bit of bar banging action going on immediately. Mike Guerda getting caught there. Riders went down at the back of the pack, but more drama was to come. Just a couple of corners later, Maxim Grau led on the number 20 Rockstar NHS Varna. Up the inside into second was a 27 of Tom Guyon, but Kevin Horgmo was well placed to avoid any danger over the next jump through this next left-hander. How these two didn't come off with serious injury, I have no idea. Grau went off, and then the bike got landed on. You see Lapucci landing on the KTM of Tom Guyon there as he did his best to avoid any contact with any head-ons. But one of the early chargers, Elzinga, quickly up the inside of Iago Martinez. That got him into 4th place towards the end of the first lap. And then Lapucci also found his way through on Martinez, and then went after his teammate, number 3, Federico Tuani. He did that a couple of corners later. That put him into 4th place. Liam Everts then, you'll watch this, he led, but just at the top of his screen, he gets out of the turn there, the back end comes around him, and he threw away the lead. He picked himself back up in 7th place, and he would have to hard charge his way through the field to 5th. Up front, the battle was intense between Kevin Horgmo and Rick Elzinga on the number 44 as Håkan Fredriksson down the inside of Federico Tuani. That put him up into 5th on his 9mm energy drink Bud Racing Kawasaki. But unfortunately for him, he would not score points. Disappeared on the final lap. Back markers almost interfering with play as Elzinga tried to close in on Horgmo. Just had 1 or 2 of the back markers to deal with. Martinez down the inside of Håkan Fredriksson, who by now probably experiencing some kind of problems because he couldn't even get over the tabletop jump here. Look, no power on that Kawasaki. Martinez all of a sudden back on the charge, but it was a win for Kevin Horgmo for the first time in EMX 250. EMX 250 race 2 got off to a flyer. There was drama on the way out of the turn. Everts was in there in about 6. He tagged with Mike Guerda. He was up the side of the bike. And then somewhere else on the lap, whether it was in this corner or somewhere else, early on, there was more carnage and drama. Maybe 5 or 6 bikes, but it was Iago Martinez who led from Lapucci and Horgmo. That was the drama that caught out several riders. But in the end, Iago Martinez, he may have led, but in the end it was the 21 of Lapucci who charged his way through into the lead. Rick Elzinga battled with Mike Guerda, and in the end that was for 4th place. The Dutch rider edging by the Swiss. Elzinga then found his way onto the rear wheel and passed Iago Martinez to move himself into 3rd. That's where he would stay on the TBS conversion Yamaha, but a good ride from the VRT Nord Pesca Holland rider. Big whips for Nick Lapucci as he came home a race winner, but it was only good enough for 2nd overall because Kevin Horgmo, a win and a 2nd today, guaranteed him the top step of the podium for the first time in EMX 250. 3rd in the race was Elzinga, we know that, but your podium today, Kevin Horgmo, Nick Lapucci, Rick Elzinga. And with 3 rounds still to go, Lapucci continues to lead the championship.
Kevin Horgmo, congratulations. A win and a 2nd. Everything seemed to come together today. I guess the confidence boost you really needed.
Yeah, it's amazing to read 1st position on the trophy here, and after Lommel, it was a big relief to finally put a solid weekend together. I'm really happy now and going to enjoy it with the team and everyone. And once again, big thanks to those guys and also my trainer back home in Norway and the trainer for the team, my mechanic, the boss, everyone. So big thanks to everyone.